Former Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger had some insightful and direct comments towards Mike Tomlin and his potential handlement of the Mitch Trubisky's poor performance against the Ravens this past Sunday. So, before you get more to this video, subscribe to the channel down below if you like Steelers content, analysis, reports. Like the video. Also, I've been posting every day, so turn on notifications for this channel so you don't miss out on the next time I post a video, and let's get back into it. So, every week Ben Roethlisberger holds a video, a podcast on YouTube called Footballing with Ben Roethlisberger, where he goes over the game that happened this week. He had some longtime Steelers on, like Marquise Pouncey, James Harrison, but this week he was by himself with his co-partner, and he was talking about the matchup between the Ravens and the Steelers. So, this is a direct quote, and he kind of called out Mike Tomlin on how he will handle Mitch Trubisky's poor performance, having 3 interceptions during the game. And it kind of goes back and touches on how Mike Tomlin handled the George Pickens situation. So, here's a direct quote from Big Ben. "It's tough. You gotta be smart. I'll use this example. Last week, George Pickens was having some issues on the sideline, and they asked Coach Tomlin about it. Coach T said, you know what? I'm okay with that. I'd rather say whoa than sick him. Mike's been saying that for a long time, basically saying I'd rather have a guy be aggressive and have to tell him whoa than have a guy be non-aggressive and have to tell him, hey, go get him." So, this isn't it. This is a continuation of the quote. Here it is. "If he's okay with George freaking out on the sideline and causing questions in the locker room, he has to be okay with Mitch being aggressive, because you'd rather say whoa than sick him. It's the same sort of thing. If Mitch is being aggressive and trying to take some shots and try to score touchdowns and doing what he can to win the game, Mitch Trubisky has been going out and they're saying, I got benched earlier in the season. I'm going to throw this ball around and do what I can to help win this game." So, these are some insightful comments towards Mike Tomlin's potential handlement of Mitch Trubisky's poor performance. I know the Steelers fans were either saying, hey, if Kenny Pickett's not available, go with Mason Rudolph. See something new. But Ben Roethlisberger is kind of saying if Mike Tomlin doesn't handle the situation well, it's kind of going back on his word. Because George Pickens, when the Steelers had an outburst on the sideline, you wanted George Pickens to be aggressive and obviously have that mindset of, hey, I want to go out there and win this game for us. I want to be the reason why we win. So Mitch Trubisky was coming in, being on the bench all season basically, after starting off the season for the Steelers. So, with Mitch Trubisky coming in, he kind of wanted to be the reason why the Steelers won and was taking some shots. And Big Ben probably has this mindset because he was a gunslinger, and Ben Roethlisberger was taking chances, so he could relate to Mitch Trubisky wanting to take some chances down the field. And he wants to have the coach back him up. Because I'm sure whenever Ben Roethlisberger had a bad game, he wanted the coach to be back in his corner and say, you know what, I'm glad that we took some chances, even though it didn't go out in their favor. At least he tried, and he kind of willed his way, in a sense. So, Mitch Trubisky also did push the ball down the field. He was actually moving the offense really good, especially in the first half, but it just couldn't capitulate with the 3 interceptions in the Ravens' territory. So, Ben Roethlisberger kind of calls out Mike Tomlin and how he'll handle Mitch Trubisky this week. Also, Ben Roethlisberger could probably relate to this because Antonio Brown always had outbursts on the sideline, throwing a helmet or whatever. So Ben Roethlisberger kind of knows how Mike Tomlin operates, and he just wants him to have Mitch Trubisky's back as a friend of Mitch Trubisky. So, let me know down in the comments below. How do you feel about this? Do you believe Ben Roethlisberger is right? Do you think Mike Tomlin should handle the situation the same way he handled George Pickens last week? Let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel down below as well. Like the video. Turn on my post notifications. I'll see you guys all later. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.